Hello.
యా ఎందుకని అవునా మీకోసం వెయిటింగ్ అందరూ. కమలు ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే. 2 minutes, guys. ఇద్దరు జాయిన్ అవ్వాలి. Okay, we'll start now. Yes, guys. Karthik, join అయ్యారా? Okay, start
అన్నా
చేస్తాను.
చేస్తాను.
Guys, yeah. Guys, see, if you have a problem in your car, where will you go? So we'll go to the service center. So in the service center, so they'll connect one tool called a diagnostic tool. Not only problem, guys, if any accident happens, whatever it is, whatsoever it is, if anything happens, we'll go to the service center with the car. So these people will connect one tool. Okay, so they'll connect the tool with the car and they'll read some, see like this. Okay, so they'll connect and they'll read the faults, what faults we have. Okay, so where they'll connect in the car also, in the car. Yeah, so in the car we have wires at the cockpit. Cockpit means a driver area. Okay, so there some wires are there. What is those wires? Again, it is CAN wires. So in the CAN wires itself, we will transmit the data, guys. Okay, so we'll transmit the data, guys. So if you go, they'll connect two wires to the car. So those two wires are CAN wires. And from this tool, this is diagnostic tool, they will send some commands and the car will respond. Car means what? Inside the car, we have different ECUs. Yesterday, what I have said, like we have so many ECUs were there in the car. So like cluster, airbag, braking system, suspension system, different ECUs were there. So those ECUs will give the information, guys. Depends on your request, depends on the service person's request, ECUs will respond. Request will be different, guys. For example, we have one guy is there, so I am asking this person, what is your name? So this is request, I am asking the questions. So what is your name? He'll tell his name. I ask what you studied. So depth of questions, data. I am retrieving the data. So what you studied? Then he'll tell like a BTech or something. Then what is your problems? Means to sort out the problems. Problems is different. Data is different. So if he has a problems, he'll tell. Okay. If he doesn't have the problems, he'll tell no problems. Okay. In the same way, we have a different types of data we can fetch from the car. So car means in the car we have so many ECUs are there, which I have shown yesterday. It's like, we have so many ECUs are there, like a body control module, huh? Body control module, gateway, MRR, LRR, AC, camera, infotainment system, voltage handling. So many battery, alternator, generator ECUs. Like that, we have so many ECUs were there in the car network. So we will send the request. Request means what? We are asking the question in the service center. They'll ask the question, then the ECU will respond. So yeah, 1 second. సో మీరు సర్వీస్ సెంటర్కి వెళ్ళారు అనుకోండి, వాడు ఏం చేస్తాడు, ఒక డయాగ్నోస్టిక్ టూల్ కనెక్ట్ చేస్తాడు. కనెక్ట్ చేసి, సో he'll connect the diagnostic tool to the car. This is car complete network, guys. Okay, so this is diagnostic tool. These are the ECUs networks: BCM, cluster, AC, SMPC, IDC. Likewise, you have 120 ECUs are there in the car network. Okay, so he will send some request. What is this request? It is to read the data from the ECUs, interact with the ECUs. Interacting purpose, we are using diagnostics process. మనము డయాగ్నోస్టిక్స్ ప్రాసెస్ని ఈసీయూస్తో ఇంటరాక్ట్ అవ్వడము కోసము మనము డయాగ్నోస్టిక్ ప్రాసెస్ని అప్రోచ్ అవుతున్నాము. ఆ ప్రాసెస్ పేరు యూనిఫైడ్ డయాగ్నోస్టిక్ సర్వీసెస్, యూడిఎస్. సో యూడిఎస్ ఈజ్ వన్ కైండ్స్ ఆఫ్ రూల్స్ అండ్ రెగ్యులేషన్స్. గైస్, rules and regulations. If you take rules and regulations, we have a different protocols are there. UDS is one. Another one is KWP. But most of the people will use UDS only. Even we have another protocol, K-line. So none of the companies are using this now. Almost all the companies are using UDS rules and regulations. Whole world in automotive industry, these rules are following. Okay, what is that rule? What is the meaning of the rule here? It is how to send, how to respond, how to request. See, for example, so if I speak English, I should follow the grammar and something. So that's a way actually. If I speak like, some words, the mixing of words and something, then you will give a negative response. You will not understand. Okay, so rules are there. So Telugu kuda guys meeku vishayam ఏంటంటే UDS rules and regulations ని ఫాలో అవుతున్నాం టు ఇంటరాక్ట్ విత్ ఆల్ ద ECUs. వీటికి ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉన్నాయా, లేకపోతే డేటాని రీడ్ చేయడం కోసం, టు రీడ్ ద డేటా ఆర్ టు రీడ్ ద ఫాల్ట్స్. ఎందుకు? వై టు రీడ్ ద ఫాల్ట్స్, వై టు రీడ్ ద డేటా? బికాస్ see, you have the car. So you are using the car and then you are going some like deserts and somewhere uneven surfaces and hill stations and somewhere. You will get the faults, maybe wire disconnect. So because of the wire disconnection, airbag meter deploy. Okay, see, for example, this is airbag. So you have crash zone sensor. So if any accident happens, this sensor will send the signal to the airbag microcontroller. Airbag will deploy the airbag. Okay, airbag ECU will deploy the airbag. So meanwhile, it sends some signals to the network. So it alerts other ECUs also. This is his functionality. Airbag functionality. Airbag functionality ఏంటి? Accident అయింది. So accident happened. So this is a zone sensor. So సెన్సార్ ఏం చేస్తుంది, ఎంత ప్రెషర్ పడిందో పంపిస్తుంది. ఎయిర్ బ్యాగ్ ఏం చేస్తుంది, ఎయిర్ బ్యాగ్ ఈసీయూ ఏం చేస్తుంది, సో దిస్ ఈసీయూ ఎంత ప్రెషర్ చూసి ప్రెషర్ని బట్టి ఎయిర్ బ్యాగ్ని డిప్లాయ్ చేస్తుంది అనమాట. ఇట్స్ ఫంక్షనాలిటీ. మీన్ వైల్, సో పనిగా ఏం చేస్తుంది అది, సో ఇట్ విల్ సెండ్ ద సిగ్నల్స్ టు ది నెట్వర్క్. ఇట్ విల్ సెండ్ ద సిగ్నల్స్ టు ది నెట్వర్క్. Airbag will send the signals to the network while deploying the airbag also. So it will do some tasks. Okay. So for example, if your crash zone sensor has been disconnected, wires or something because of that, because of some reasons. So then in that situation, airbag may not deploy, though it is an accident happen because crush zone sensor has been disconnected. So faults are there in your network. So to find out the faults, we follow the diagnostics. We do the diagnostics. So, okay, to find out the faults, that's fine. If any accident happen, even in the accident, after the accident also, we will find to sort out the issues. ఏదైనా issues ఉన్నాయి, యాక్సిడెంట్ అయింది, ఇంజిన్ ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చింది, ఇంజిన్ సెన్సార్స్ ప్రాబ్లం. సో ఇలా ఏ ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చినా, ఎనీ ప్రాబ్లం అక్కడ, we will do, we will read the data, where is the problem actually. Okay, so to try to to I mean try to solve the issues, guys. Why we are reading this data? To solve the issues, to fix the issues. So we will approach diagnosis process, guys. Got it or not? All.
Yes, sir.
What is
Sir.
diagnostics process?
Yes, sir.
Why we are following?
Yes.
What is diagnosis? Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
we
sir.
will do this protocol, everything. We will do this rules and regulations diagnostics process only in the CAN protocol, not only in the CAN protocol. Whatever the network we have, we can follow. Because in the car nowadays we are getting FluxRay also. I'll explain later why FluxRay. This FluxRay and Ethernet concepts. See this CAN protocol. Okay. So now we are talking about the CAN. So this UDS rules and regulations, UDS data will transmit in the CAN protocol only. And again, we have physical address and functional addressing is there. What is physical address and functional address? I'll tell. See, diagnostic tool. Okay. So this is diagnostic tool, our tool. We have so many issues. Body control module, cluster, ACA, so many issues are there. Okay. So I want to speak with only one issue, only one, either airbag or body control module, or maybe some engine control module, any one issue. So if I want to speak with the engine control module, I will send a separate message ID, CAN message ID. So if I want to speak with the airbag, I will send a separate CAN message ID. For each one, we have a different message IDs. We call it is physical address. Remember this one. They'll ask this question in the interview. What is physical addressing? Physical addressing is to interact with the separate ECUs separately. To interact with the separately with the ECUs. Okay. Each to interact with the different ECUs, you will have a separate message IDs. I'll show now. Yeah. See, this is Adley Davidson Diagnostic Service. If you observe, functional address, physical address, only one message ID is there. 7DF. 7DF is the functional address. All are like 7E0. What is E0? Physical address request from diagnostic tool to ECM. What is ECM? ECM example. So if you send 7E0 with the data, so it means you are interacting with the engine control module only. So if you send a 7E8 or 7E1 ABS, okay, 7E9, again it is a physical address response. Okay, fine. See, this is request, guys. This is request. 7E0 engine control. 7E8 response from the ECU. So if you send 7E0 some data in that message, it will directly go to the engine control module. It will give the response in the E7E8. So a request in the 7E0, response from the ECU, which is E8. So this is called physical addressing. Any questions here? I'll explain now. If you have a question, ask me now. Simple, guys. To request
Sir,
one message is
sir,
there. To request one message is there. Response one message is there. For each issue, ప్రతి issue కి రిక్వెస్ట్ చేయడానికి ఒకటి, రెస్పాన్స్ ఒకటి ఉంటుంది. For all. This is called physical address. Ah, tell me please. Yeah.
sir, we have to by heart complete UDS protocol, sir.
No need to buy hard. No need to buy hard. It depends on the company. All this thing, message IDs, everything will change. Need not worry about it.
Okay, sir.
No need to buy hard it. So depends on company, depends on car, depends on this thing. Message IDs will change.
మనకి కంపెనీ
Generally,
చేస్తారు కదన్నా ఆ ఐడీస్.
company people will give all the things. Yes. See, one project I worked and there is a seven yeah, fee, I think. One request. In some other company, it was some. Even I did not remember actually that message IDs because so many companies I have worked. Different companies has different message IDs. So this is physical addressing. Functional addressing means with a single message. If you ask, a respected issue will respond. This is 7DF. Functional. This is functional request from the tool. It will go to all the issues, guys. This is functional address. A particular issue. See, if you send a request, if you are asking a question with this ID, a respected issue will respond using that response message ID. See, for example, E8 is there, engine control module response ID. So if though it has a addressing, though it has a physical addressing, by using this functional addressing, we can able to request. By using this request, we can ask some data. So the engine control module can give the information in this message. This is response message. Okay. So guys, listen, data will transmit in the network in the form of messages. That is the reason I am saying the messages. So that's why I'm, I'm, in my words, I'm, what is that? So నేను మెసేజెస్ అంటున్నాను కదా. సో ఐఎమ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ messages. So we have a messages in the CAN network. So the data will transmit in the form of messages, guys. That's why I'm calling the data will transmit into the in the form of messages. Okay, right. So every message has identifier. Every message has identifier. We have so many messages were there. So every message has one identifier. Okay. Right. So this is called a physical addressing and functional addressing. Now we can take one issue. So I'm taking SMPC, stereo multi-purpose camera. So if you go to the service center, if you request, then you will get the data. Request response, faults. See, for example, SMPC camera is there, disconnected. So if you request what faults you have, then it will tell my camera got disconnected. So it will respond. So before going to the service center, means what I'm trying to explain is, see, to work or to do these tasks in the service center, it should be developed somewhere, right? It should be worked or it should be developed somewhere. Otherwise, it will not be implemented or otherwise it will not be worked in the service center. So the place which we will in the R&D area, we are doing that. So because of our tasks, because of our work, so these service center people can do this diagnostic task. So if you make this diagnostic functionality in our lab and after the implementation, then it goes to the service center. Without our development or testing, So it will not work in the service center area. Got it? మీకు విషయం ఏంటంటే సర్వీస్ సెంటర్లో వాడు చేయగలుగుతున్నాడు అని అంటే మనం ముందు ఇక్కడ డెవలప్ చేసి ఉంటే మనం ఇక్కడ టెస్ట్ చేస్తుంటే ఆ ఫంక్షనాలిటీని డయాగ్నోస్టిక్స్ అనేది వాడు అక్కడ చేయగలడు. Okay, he can able to do there. It's because of our implementation. So we are R&D people. We will do the tasks first and we will test it whether the diagnostic functionality is working or not. Then if it is working, we will give this what is the diagnostic functionality. We will flash the diagnostic functionality in the ECU. So then the service center people can do the work, these diagnostic tasks. Got it? All. So
Yes,
what
sir.
is those tasks? What will do? Okay. Okay, what those tasks? What is those tasks actually? So we have so many tasks are there in the diagnostics, guys. So those tasks has given or explained in the 14229 document. It is this document is ISO standard. Worldwide people are following this 14229, not this one.
Anna?
Yeah.
So if we connect with diagnostics, so we'll get to know like which ECU, like మనకి అన్ని తెలిసిపోతుందన్న ఏ ECU వర్క్ అవ్వట్లేదు ఏంటి అని, or else we have to check with each and ECU, like each ECU.
అన్ని తెలిసిపోతాం మనం.
కానీ అది మనం కనెక్ట్ చేయగానే ఇండికేట్ చేస్తుంది కదన్నా, అంటే ఇఫ్ ఎనీ వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ఎనీ ప్రాబ్లమ్
కనెక్ట్ చేయగానే ఇండికేట్ చేయదు, కనెక్ట్ చేయగానే చేయదు, రిక్వెస్ట్ చేయాలి మనం ఏంటి ప్రాబ్లం అని అడగాలి.
ఓకే,
యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఆస్క్ లైక్ వాట్ ఈస్ అ ప్రాబ్లం. ఓకే, దెన్ ఇట్ విల్ రెస్పాండ్ దిస్ ఇస్ అ ప్రాబ్లం.
కేస్ ఆల్రెడీ వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ఎన్ ఎర్రర్ అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు అది చూపించదు.
నో చూపిస్తుంది. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎర్రర్, సో ఇన్ నెక్స్ట్ క్లాసెస్ యూ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ వాట్. ఓకే, సి
దాన్ని అప్లై చేసి దాన్ని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసి దాంట్లో ఎలా చేస్తే బెటర్ గా అవుతుంది, సో ఎక్కడ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఆర్ మిస్టేక్స్ చేసే
మ్యూట్ లో ఉండండి. So 14229 document, it's international standard, guys. So people will follow to develop or to test anything, guys. We follow this diagnostic tool. Okay. Okay, this this diagnostics document, guys. Everybody can follow. So we have different services, works, different tasks. For example, so we'll take one person. So if he has a problem, he'll go to the hospital. Okay. So if you go to the hospital, then it has a different departments. What is different departments? You have lab, you have a general physician, you have cardiac, you have orthopedic, physiotherapy. Different departments are there. Every department have one name. So they'll do their tasks in the same way. Okay, నిమిషం guys. Yeah, guys. So different tasks we will perform, guys. In even hospital also, we have a different tasks. Means a different tasks will done by different doctors. So in the same way, even lab also there. So we have different services in the hospital. In the same way, here also we have different services. Likewise, please note this. I'll give some service and service IDs. Please note it. We'll discuss in one class these services and service IDs, how to send, how to request to the ECU, how it will respond. Okay, note it please. Diagnostic session control. Diagnostic session control 10. ECU reset 11. See, every Service has one service ID, guys. This is called service ID. Okay. Diagnostic session control 10. ECU reset 11. Security access 27. Okay. Communication control 28.4. Okay. Communication control 28. So we don't want 3. Yeah. Control DTC settings 85. Read data by identifier 22. We don't want all this. 2E. Write data by identifier 2E. Okay. Next, tester present 3E. Okay. Tester present 3E. Routine control 31. IO input output input output control. Read DTC information 19. Enough. So these service IDs are very commonly used service IDs. We'll discuss these service IDs. So today I'm going to explain 10 and 11 and we'll wind up the class today. So 10, what is 10? So 10 is diagnostic session control, guys. So we'll go there. So how it will work, how to send 10, how, what is the way, what is the for send. In this document they have given, so ఈ డాక్యుమెంట్ లో క్లియర్ గా ఇచ్చి ఉంటారు అనమాట. ఫస్ట్ బైట్లు ఏం పంపించాలి, సెకండ్ బైట్లు ఏం పంపాలి, అలాగా. ఇప్పుడు యూ షుడ్ నాట్ సెండ్ లైక్ 0 1 10. Okay, 0 to 10, like it should not be like that. There is a format, we should follow that. So in the first byte you should send, in the first byte you should send 10. So in the second byte you should send sub function. Okay, remember this. What sub functions you have in the diagnostics? So you have default session, next programming session, and extended session. 3 sessions are there, guys. Generally people are using default session, programming session, and extended session. We'll discuss this. So simple. If you connect diagnostic tool to the so now I took one ECU, guys. What ECU? Camera, the SMPC. Enough. I'm discussing with this guy. I'm discussing with SMPC. నేను SMPC తోనే ఇంటరాక్ట్ అవుతున్నాను. ఫిజికల్ అడ్రసింగ్. ఓకే, ఒకడితోనే మాట్లాడుతున్నాను. వాడి ఫాల్ట్స్ ఏంటి, అవి ఏంటి, వాడి డేటా ఏంది అనేది చూస్తున్నాను. సో ఐఎమ్ డిస్కసింగ్ విత్ SMPC ECU. సో ఐఎమ్ లుకింగ్ హిస్ ఫాల్ట్స్, ఐఎమ్ లుకింగ్ హిస్ డేటా, గైస్. సో ఫర్ that, first, to start the diagnostic process, you need to send 1001. This is the first step, guys. See, if you go to the hospital, where you will go? First, you'll go to default, you'll go to the doctor. This is the default session, guys. Default session. Next, you have programming session. Next, you have extended session, guys. So this programming session, where we use this one, the programming session we use in the flashing situation, while flashing the ECU. So we don't want to use this programming session for the general applications, general functionality purpose, general reading, general data reading, and those tasks. So we use default, guys. Remember this one, default, and extended session. So next, extended session. Generally we is engineering session, extended session. So all the tasks we will perform in this session. What is this diagnostic session? Now I'll explain. So మీరు డాక్టర్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళారు. If you go to the doctor, default, if you go to the hospital, you will go to the doctor. Okay, then what he'll do, he will suggest to go to laboratory. అంతేగాని డైరెక్ట్ గా రా పడుకో కోస్తానంటాడా? It's not be like directly programming. So first default, then it is like a lab, then it is like a programming session is like a operation theater. Okay, so default will go to the doctor, then lab, then because doctor will write some tests, so then we'll go to the tests. After the testing, we'll go to the lab, operation theater. So first we'll go. First you have 1001 default session. If you send 1001, this ECU will enter into the diagnostics. Means this ECU is ready for the diagnostics. Okay. Then some tasks are there, guys. That's what. See, doctor may not able to see without tests. Correct. Test చేయకుండా డాక్టర్ కొన్ని చూడగలడా? It's not possible, right? So we will enter into extended session by sending 1003. సో కొన్ని సిచ్యువేషన్స్ డేటాని మనము 1001 లో తెచ్చుకోలేము. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ వి విల్ ఎంటర్ ఇంటూ ఎక్స్టెండెడ్ సెషన్. అంతే కదా, డాక్టర్ చూడంగానే అరే నీ రోగం ఇదని చెప్పేస్తాడు, లేదు కదా. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు గో టు ద టెస్ట్. ఆఫ్టర్ ద టెస్ట్ మీన్స్ the problem we will come to know, doctor also come to know. So first you need to enter into default session, then extended session. Depends on the situation, we will enter into the flashing session, programming session. This generally we may not perform much, but we will do the tests also. So this is diagnostic session control, guys. If you send this one 1001, ECU also will respond. So if the ECU response is positive, means I entered into the diagnostic session default, that is a positive response. If you send 1003, then the ECU will respond, I entered into the extended session. That's what the positive response, guys. Positive response, negative response is there for all the services. If you send a improper way, like you have to send 1001 because this is a format. See, what is a format here? So in this document they had given clearly. So first you need to send 10. What is 10? Service ID, session control, SID, service ID. That is a service sub function. You need to send in this format, but not another format like 01 10. You should not send like this, because this is sub function. You need to send after the service ID, guys. So these rules and regulations, sorry, this is 01, correct? Okay. So these rules and regulations has given in this document, UDS rules and regulations. We should follow this one, whether it is testing or development. Got it all? This is 10 to enter into diagnostic session. ECU will enter into diagnostics. Then we'll do other tasks. So are then we'll do those tasks. We'll discuss later. Got it? What is diagnostics? All.
Yes, sir.
Sir, hello.
Yes.
Sir, yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, if you go to the default, there will be a time session or what?
That I'll explain. There is no time session in default. There will be a time session in the ended and programming. That is the reason you have default. I'll explain these all the things.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
My voice is breaking.
Yeah,
guys, others.
In between it is breaking, otherwise it is good.
No, sir, it's
మధ్యలో ఒక్కోసారి బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది, మిగతా అప్పుడంతా ఓకే. Now it is better.
Okay, fine.
Subject clear గా ఉంది కదా? Subject.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All good.
Okay. So this 10, 11, 12, 01, 02, 03, we'll see later. All the services will complete in one day. On Monday, I'll complete all services. How to send, how to respond from the ECU. Response to request, both response and request. How to respond how to respond from the queue. Everything has been given in this document, guys. If any mistake happened, then even that is also has been told in this document in the form of negative responses. Positive response means fine, everything is fine. Negative response means something, there is a problem in the request or some issue is there. That's what the negative response. If you have a positive response, everything is fine. Negative response means there is a discrepancy. Okay, that we'll discuss later. See, these are the negative responses that we'll discuss tomorrow. One by one. For 10, so that's a way. And for 11, ECU reset. I said no, 11 is there. So 11 how to send. So 11 how to request from the diagnostic tool. How to response from the ECU. Everything has been given in this document, guys. How to give the response from the ECU. So based this document, developer will develop, and based on this document, we'll do the testing mainly. So this is a core document. Okay. So if we follow this document, yes, almost all it will be covered in covered the diagnostics. This diagnostics is applicable to all the ECUs, guys. 120 ECUs are there. You can put 120 projects. So I have done diagnostics for the what is the infotainment, SMPC, IDC. Likewise, you know, professional career. That's it. Okay. So that's a possible. That is possible, guys. Okay. So we'll wind up the class today. So this is just a brief explanation about diagnostics. We'll see tomorrow how to transmit the data, how the response from the ECU, on what basis will form service IDs. If we complete the service IDs, we'll see how we will work in the lab, these diagnostics tasks, and then we'll wind up the project. You can keep 2 to 3 projects in the diagnostics. We'll finish the interviews also. Okay, any doubt, guys? Yashwant, Kamal?
No, sir,
No,
I'm
no,
clear.
all clear.
Okay. Okay, guys, bye. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.